In the last video, I didn't show you how this element is created in the browser, and now I will show you that how it is created. You can see the div with class container hello world and welcome to React series. And for your cross confirmation, I will remove this text so that same thing we will be creating with React.createElement API. When I refresh the browser, I can see inside the div which has id equal to root, we have div with class container hello world. The same thing we have replicated here. Now, what if we want to create element inside this div? I mean to say nested React elements. For that, you can create same like this only React.createElement inside children. Before writing nested elements, I want to show you one more thing. If you want multiple children, you can write array of strings hello world, and for now I'm writing goodbye world. When you refresh the browser, you can see goodbye world. The div element class container has now 2 children. Now what if I want a span element inside this div, which is a nested React element? For that, I can create like this React.createElement, the same thing, span and null, and now I am creating a span. This is a span element. Don't worry, I will tell you why I had used null here and why I had written here span element. First, we will see how this is looking in the browser. When I refresh this, you can see the nested span element inside the div element now. Now I will walk you through what is this mean. When you can now understand, here we have mentioned the type of element, and in the second place, instead of props, I had passed now null. React will consider this as no props are passed. Props in the sense here JavaScript properties. In React.createElement API, we can create children in this way also. This is another way of writing children. So now if I don't want to create children here, I can comment here. I can still write here as a third parameter to this React.createElement method. I mean API. Why I am calling API and method is this React, whatever the package we have installed here, right? That unpkg CDN service. So I am calling it as API as well as method. So in our case, now the children we can create here also. Now I can create hello world. What if you want to create multiple elements? I can create with comma separated strings, which can be children of this div. Hello world, goodbye world, goodbye world. Now when I refresh the browser, now you can see these 2 children, and now I want to create this third thing also here. This is another way of writing React.createElement. Yeah, now you can see the span element. Yeah, one more thing I want to show is previously we had accessed ref and key values using element.ref. You can access class name through element.props.class name. Yeah, if we see in UI in the console, if I refresh the browser, we can see the container is printed. Okay, now you will get a doubt like why we are accessing this class name through props and not ref by element.props.ref. Yeah, I will show you why we are accessing like that. I will comment these two console logs. Now I will write one more new console log just by printing element only, where you will understand why we are accessing like that. Our React API is transforming our create element into these properties. Like if you see key here, it is directly accessible through element, and class name and children are accessible through props. That's why we are accessing only with props for class name, and for key and ref these are accessible directly through element. This is also mentioned in the documentation, React documentation. If you see here, ref and key from your props object are special and will not be available as element.props.ref and element.props.key and the return element. These will be available as element.ref and element.key, and this can be proved. As you can see, if we printed here, they are directly available here, and we are getting console warnings like, yeah, ReactDOM.render is no longer supported in React 8. Yeah, we will get rid of that warning. What it is saying is, first I will write the code, after that I will explain you. Yeah, now I will change this as container to variable name, and now I will create root element as root equal to React dot create root of container, and if we can get rid of this thing, and instead of that we can use root dot render of whatever element we have here. We refresh the browser by clearing the console. Yeah, now our warning is removed. Yeah, now you can see clearly here why we have why it is complaining previously is, with the React 18 they had introduced one createRoot method in the React DOM API, which is useful for supporting concurrent features. What I mean concurrent features here is, in React 18 there are some features like useTransition, useDeferredValue, and all. These cannot be supported with previously ReactDOM.render method. So these concurrent features will be available only by using this ReactDOM.createRoot. Otherwise they won't be available with the legacy code. Before React 18 you can't get these features. If you want to use those features, you want to upgrade to React 18. So when time comes, I will explain you what are these useDeferredValue and useTransition hooks in a clear and detailed way.